Happy Saturday, followers. This is MDB, Modified Darvas Box. And I'm coming to you here on the Saturday at precisely 12 noon, because I planned it that way, of course. And we are going to do a weekend review and look at what the heck is going on in the markets. It's been really volatile this past week. We've had a lot of earnings and other kinds of crap going on. But it feels a little chaotic. But, we'll see what the charts tell us. See if we got any signals and anything else going on like that. Oh, is that on? Let's see. Is that on? Yes, it's on. Okay. So, yeah, I've learned how to do this software. I think I'm getting pretty good at it now. Not really good, but good enough to do a video and not screw it up too badly. All right, for anybody who's never watched me, I created my own little unique trading system based on the book How I Made $2 Million in the Stock Market. Wonderful book. I suggest you buy it and read it. I felt that there was a valid, legitimate system in there, and then I took concepts out of it and created my own system. I encourage you to do the same. Okay, so I'll have stocks in 6 different lists here, and keep them organized. I move them around all the time, and we'll always start with indexes because I feel that starting with indexes is better to give you an overall view of what is going on. And the first one we've got here is the MLP index. These are oil and gas master limited partnerships, wonderful for income, and they've been just freaking fantastic as an income vehicle ever since they had a big puke here in 2020. Look at this. Steady Eddie just keeps going up, and they pay out like monthly or quarterly dividends. Fantastic for income. But look at this. What is this doing? We had a breakout here, box breakout. It came back, had a pullback, and now it's going up again. It makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Either oil and gas companies are becoming more profitable, or energy is going up. So we're gonna have to watch out at the pumps. The cost of gas may be going up again, but I don't know. We'll see. For anybody who's wondering what's going on in my charts, I use different color bars. I've got special codes in these bars to turn them color if certain conditions happen. Uh, Typically, on average, a blue bar will be followed by a red bar, but not always because nothing is guaranteed. Yellow bars are bullish buy signals. White bars are bearish sell signals. But what's really important here is not the signal itself. When you get a signal, it's how does the stock react to the signal? And that's actually what's more important. Reaction is more important than the signal itself. Because if the reaction is completely opposite of what you expect, then you have to take note of that. And if let's say you bet on this crashing right here going down, and all of a sudden it flips, well, you better be covering and changing your tune right there. But nothing's guaranteed. But these signals help us figure out what's going on. Sideways action in ARC. Can you believe Kathy Wood missed NVIDIA? And she's one of the biggest NVIDIA bulls. I tell you, it's just incredible. Her and Kramer. Kramer is the ultimate wrong way person. If Kramer makes a call, literally the opposite happens. He is literally a god, a living god. I don't know how he does it. BZJ, proxy for oil, going sideways, but look, it's going higher. And for anybody who's never watched, I'm basically looking what's going on over here on the right side. I'm looking for signals or interesting things like volume, but otherwise, I'm trying to go through charts as quickly as possible. Right here, the NASDAQ. Look at this, just this endless up. Where's all this money coming from? It's got to be the goddamn Fed. Somebody, I don't know. But look at this. See this yellow line? That's the all-time high. It's interesting that NASDAQ still hasn't hit all-time highs yet, whereas the S&P 500 already has. I find that very interesting. But otherwise, you see there's no signals in here. There's no boxes. There's no signals. It's just continued uptrend. We had a little, it's been volatile, but the index doesn't show it. So if the index doesn't show it, it means Sit and do nothing. Ride the trend. If you're constantly trying to trade in and out, you're doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion. Ethereum. Well, box breakout here. It was weak. Volume's sort of light, but hey, it's moving higher. It had lots of volume in this area, so the fact that it's going higher, yeah, it's no big deal. Uh, but look at that, just keeps going. Crypto. This one here, proxy for growth. Couple of hammer bars. It's funny, hammer bars are usually bullish, but that's because they're supposed to trigger, and your buy signal is right there. If price moves above that, you buy it. In this case, we got two of them, and just goes to show how volatile in growth stocks, maybe techs, how volatile the last 2 weeks are. You've had two signals so far, no bullish reactions. They've all been much, much tougher. This was actually a bearish reaction, but it didn't stick. So let's say you shorted that right there and bet it going down. Well, yeah, it went down a little bit, but as soon as it comes zooming back up, you better be covering and minimizing your losses. I do that all the time. I'll put something on, and if it starts going down, screw it. I'm out. I don't care. I'm not going to wait around for this to make a big move on me or against me. You know, it either works or I'm out. And if you can try and apply that, then you can take many more chances. Like, looks good. Ooh, no, it's starting to come down. All right, that's it. I'm out. And move on. Or just wait for a better spot, or more important, wait for a clearer signal. The best signals, obviously, are obvious. They should be easy to spot, and there should be no doubt that, wow, that's a bullish sign right there. China, doing nothing. Giant Darvas box right there. We're gonna make this even bigger. I think I had it right there. Yeah, that looks about right. Bitcoin, look at that, keep going higher, but a little resistance. When this light gray is called an inside bar, it's where price was inside the previous week's bar or previous bar behind it. Again, the way you play it, it's not really a strong buy signal, but let's say you weren't in this and you wanted to buy, well then wait till it breaks the high right there. Wait until price shows you that it's going higher. Right here, do we know it's going higher again? No. It might go down. And if it resolves down, well then maybe you'd be like, well, maybe I should sell. I don't know. Because see, here's one resolved higher. So wait and see what happens next week if you're gonna transact. If you're long, I traded it here and here. I mistakenly made a mistake. I should have bought it back again, but that's my problem. Gold, look at that. A bullish hammer bar and it triggered higher. Gold is back to being bullish. But considering how little gold moves, whoop-de-doo, who gives a crap? You can make more money and other stuff, but hey, if you're frightened of what's going on in the economy, buy gold. I don't know what you do with gold, but I've tried gold several times. I haven't made a dime in it. So, but again, we're taking note of it. That's a bullish signal, a signal right there, and a bullish reaction. That's what it looks like. That's how you trade. High yield bonds hanging in there. Pink bar signal to pay attention. And what happened? It resolved. It didn't crash. So okay, that's good enough for me. What is this one? Software. Yep, coming down. Look, a hammer bar. That's a signal. Maybe the bulls are going to start running it again next week. I don't know. Housing moving higher. Micro caps. Look at this. What a bitch. So I did not buy anything or do anything. It was, see, big box breakout right there. Big volume. What does it do? It gaps down and then doesn't do anything. So I guess it ran out of buyers. But that's a failed breakout right there. IWM. Everybody loves to talk about it. I don't know why. It's a mystery. Box breakout here and then gaps down and does nothing. but maybe with oil going higher, it'll change. Healthcare, that prick Obama. This is like one of the best investments you can make. If you're not going to buy techs, buy healthcare, and you'll make a fortune. By the way, it's that prick Obama because he's the one who pushed for all the changes, and our prices have gone up ever since. Yay, Democrats! You guys are so good, so helpful. Let's see, what is this? Transports? Yep. Signs of a bull market. Good economy. Box breakout. Confirmed. Got a couple weeks up. It's confirmed. Equal weight. Yeah, going up. Any signals there? No. Sideways. QQQs. Volatility, but hey, it's still pointing higher. There's no reason to sell if you were along the Qs. You stay long. Box breakout there. Yep, moving higher. And that's the RSP, which is a good sign for the rest of the market, like dividend stocks and things like that. Now, I'm going to show you the S&P 500 latest numbers. I'm a little baffled why the market just keeps going endless up here. I think it's the Fed printing money, but I have no data to prove it, but where's all this money coming from? And the S&P 500 numbers don't support this. We're moving we're in a bubble phase, and we're continuing to move higher in a bubble phase. I'm one of the only people out there calling this market a bubble. We are in a bubble, and I could prove it. And it's not me going on CNBC going, this is a bubble. But I'll show you some data which shows it. Here we go. Shy interest rates going up a little bit, but nothing crazy there. But notice here, interest rates were dropping, and now they're coming back up a little bit. Semiconductors, higher blue signal. Maybe might be red next week, but we'll see. The way the market's going, man, nothing goes red. Look at this. S&P 500. Oh, you're not long the market? You missed this whole rally? I know there's some people out there who still think the market should be shorted. Like, God save us all from that. If somebody is telling you to short the S&P 500, anytime the last 2 months, unfollow that person. They don't know what they're doing. And they may justify it, but they're justifying it with the wrong data, the wrong indicators. Stop. This here is a bullish hammer signal. What does it do? It triggers bullishly to the upside. That's all you need to know. Why should you sell this? Don't be crazy. Don't be an insane person. And the SPY confirms it. There you go. Stay long. Sentiment T2107, not bad. Well, look at that, right in the middle zone sentiment. This is a really kind of balanced market. The tan, solar, that looks horrible, doesn't it? Oof. Can't believe I referenced ENPH last week. I did not buy any ENPH. I'm not crazy. Oh yeah, that's the TLT. Yeah, hanging out on that lower line. Right here, uranium. Did something happen with energy? I guess the power companies bought all the uranium they need because that is a white bar sell signal. So uranium, bros, you got a trouble here. If it started here, it is ending right here. So the uranium thesis, I know everybody loves it, but man, this trend is over. Over. And thank God, because I don't have to talk about it anymore. Commercial real estate, any signals? Home builders keep going higher. Housing. Energy. Yellow bar, bullish buy signal. Not much of a reaction, but it's up a little bit. Finance, XLF, look at that. Just keep going up. It's a bull market. All right, let's look at some of these other ones. We need to whip through this. I find I talk too much. I apologize. AMD. So list two here is the best of the best. It had the proper textbook box breakout, and now they're all in uptrends. This one, however, boy, look at the last few weeks. It's volatile, 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 volatile. This signal did not stick. It did not bullishly go up. And look at this. It's been shaking, baking like you wouldn't believe it. And you know what that looks like? A sideways box. Because it's formed one, and my rules after it forms one, it's no longer in a bullish uptrend. It's in a sideways trend. So I'm going to move that back to a regular list. Interesting. You could be super bullish on AMD, and I'm telling you, it's going sideways in a base box, whatever you want to call it, and it's no longer in an uptrend at the moment, meaning this primary trend. Now, it may continue going up when it gets closer to the moving average, but at the moment, it's sideways. Now, do you have to sell it when it's like that? No. You can stay long. If you've made bunch of money, stay long. There's no sell signals here. It's just it's slowing down. That's my whole point. APP, yep, box breakout right here with the volume. Not easy to have held in here, but boy, that one, it's really moved. But look at that pullback. And this kind of one, you really just got to sit and let it go. Same with Broadcom, let it sit. Box breakout, Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, rich bastard. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is normally like the regular U.S. economy. That's just amazing. Carvana, box breakout here on the earnings. I bought some yesterday. I am up 24 cents on this trade. Woo, woo, woo. See right there, and actually that's kind of a bearish looking hammer bar. It's a bearish bar, but it's one day, so we'll see what happens. I think overall this looks interesting. If we go to the monthly chart, it's a potential box breakout as well on the monthly. So decent odds, but we'll see what happens. Dash, I'm still long. I bought down in here. Had this earnings week right here. We had some action, but look at that. Bullish resolution heading higher. It's because Americans can't get off their fat ass and actually go to the store. They got to hire DoorDash. So, may as well make some money from it. DraftKings. I hate this company, but it's going higher. Dwack Attack. So, I bought some in here. This is a goalpost volume formation, usually very bullish. And it also usually means you're going to be in for a wild ride. And I think longs here can agree that this has been a wild ride. I bought it down here, sold it here. It had this wild week. And then I just felt that the action warranted continued higher. So I bought that. It's formed an inside bar. It looks like a hammer bar. So maybe there's potential for higher. It was a great close. I'm long this at 48. It popped at the end of the day. It popped. Where is this? Look at this. Spent all day here, and in the final bar of the day, big chunk and really, really pushed it up. So I did not know that would happen, but I'm happy for it. The ELF, great trend. This list is full of nothing but winners. Great trend there. I'm just looking for a reason to kick them out. This one, volatile in there. I do not own it. Geo, volatile but headed higher. Any other signals? Oh, Hood, big box breakout right there. Just the fact that this list has so fully populated means, yeah, we're still in a bull market. Net pullback. You can tell here if you analyze volume. Big volume here, and then the next week, big red. They did not want to take it higher. They wanted to sell. So this is not a very attractive setup here. What is that? Just higher. Netflix. I own Netflix. Moving higher. And UE. I took a little bit of this, and I'm going to buy some more on Monday. Uh, right here. I didn't really buy enough to really mention in it, but I bought a little bit to see what I would think about it. But the more I look at it, the more I like it. Steel going higher. Nvidia, big blue bar. We'll see what happens next week. Is it going to sell down or not? I do not know. Big, okay, Square. I don't think this one went up for a very good reason, but okay. This one has good chance of a red pullback next week, but we'll see. Uber, I screwed that one up. Oh, keep going higher. Oil and gas partnerships. Oil and gas, you want income? Venom. I own this one. And I'm highlighting it here because I just want to show the possibilities. And, oh, this one right here, look, that's a big volatility right there. Keep an eye on that. But this hasn't broken any rules, but it doesn't look very good. All right, let's move along here. This list 3 is stocks that are less bullish. Not as perfect, but still going up. This one, however, is awful. That is a box breakdown. So we're going to highlight that and move it to list 5. That one's done. Thanks for playing. Bye-bye. Airbnb with moving higher, but piece of junk. Affirm. Buy now, pay never. We're going to put that in the avoid. I'd never trade this one. I just have it here to keep an eye on it. Coal for steel. That looks bullish. Why do they even bother selling it here? This looks potentially bullish here and goes hand in hand with the steels. Also close to a box breakout. So yeah, if you bought on this signal right here, extremely obvious signal, you're doing wonderful. Amazon. Look at all these going up. Bros. Yellow bar buy signal, so it's in this bullish one. I don't know if I'm going to buy it. I don't think so. I didn't really think their numbers were all that great. So, see what happens. But I'm making note of the signal. Just because it does a signal does not mean you have to buy it, but you might want to just keep an eye on it. Let's see, this one here, pullback. Any signals there? No, inside weak. Little repairs. Dell moving higher. ENPH. Bullish yellow bar signal. It moved up. I said on the week ago I might be buying this. Well, what did it do? It opened red, a little gap down, and it sold off all week. So I'm not buying that. Look at that. Like, forget about it. I'm not crazy. And look at that. And we know from the tan that solar is looking terrible. So bullish signal, but kind of poor follow through. Yeah, no thanks. Move on. Ford Motor Company breakout and pull back. That's a failed breakout right there. Probably put this back in the regular box, regular list. Oil tankers, Bitcoin, we know about that. Monday. There's a signal. OII, oil. Kind of funny that energy prices are going up and then some component companies are not. Oh, look at that. 3 signals in a row. Hammer, hammer, hammer. Can't go up. This might be getting a little heavy here. I have no position, but any longs might want to be considering. You don't have to sell, but maybe making plans for just in case. Just in case this ends up heading down, you want to be prepared. All right, list 4 bearish ones. Guess what's bearish? Apple. Look at it continue to move down. Bearish shooter bar. Sold off. inside week, resolved to the downside. Also got a white bar sell signal. I did not do anything with this one, but I think I'm going to be shorting this because now we're close to a box breakdown. In fact, I think probably the way I'd plan it, why wait for the box breakdown line? Just hit it at the low of the white bar sell signal. Let's see if we can see where that is. Somewhere right in there. Yeah, that looks about right. And that'll give you room to figure it out, but this doesn't look very bullish to me. Looks definitely bearish. So there's a bear candidate right there. And it might be a good hedge just in case. AI, shooter bar, bear shooter bar, result to the downside. That would have been easy money. Only wild card is it's got earnings coming up this week. Man, who the hell knows? Pink bar, but didn't crash there. Shooter bar here. What did it do? Just kept going. Uranium, thanks for playing. Probably to put this on the avoid list, really. Bunch of signals in here, but hasn't come down. Google, same thing, hanging tough. MDB, hanging tough. I put this in this box because earlier in the week it was down here, and that's a box failure. But this one gets a lot of bullish trades in it. Pink bar, here we go. Pink bar, pay attention signal. It then opened a little higher above the low, but then went straight for the lows. That would be, if you're paying attention, you'd been like, man, this doesn't look good. I don't know. Ugh. You'd be hoping for the best here, and then as it comes down, you probably resign yourself and you might think about selling it. That's what the pink bar signals do. They don't tell you to sell, they tell you to pay attention and figure out what you're going to do. SMCI, shake and bake central. Look at the volume in that. But you know what? Things happen for a reason. There's a reason why I can't hang on between 900 and 1,000 or higher. There's a good chance that the market's saying that's fully valued at this point. Shake and bake central. I didn't play it. Once I sold out at the red, I'm done. Tesla, I am still short Tesla. My average is like right around in here. And I still think the EV market is bearish. So I think it's going to go down more, but we'll see. List 5, this is the stocks that suck. There's that box breakdown right there. Thanks for playing. We know that one. Here we go. This one. Moving down. Yeah, you know, some stocks in bull markets don't go up. Bill, I'm short this one. BTU hasn't gone. It's funny, with the other coal it's taking off, this one goes nowhere. Here's the uranium. More solar doing nothing except go down. Any signals here pointing down? A semiconductor stock that's pointing downwards. Not good. Same on that one. Somebody told me that this was the greatest semiconductor company ever. Oh, ON Semi. Yeah, that doesn't look so good. Pointing downwards. Pan W, look at that. Huge move downwards. It erased all this movement. I don't know why, and it wasn't the strongest box breakout, but it had one there. Here it didn't really break out. So there you go. Sort of faulty breakout kind of looks like. Goes up, 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 and then gets news, and then thunk. Crashes, and it's done. This one, study volume. Big green volume breakout. Even bigger sell down. They just don't want it. That one looks horrible. White bar sell signal. It's probably a short. Come down to here. There's opportunity everywhere. Roku. Who the hell uses Roku anymore? I got a smart TV and there's no need for a Roku. It's like they built it all into it. But big box breakdown. Bet you that one's heading a lot lower. Any signals there? Not really. Upstart. CVNA went up. Upstart, box breakdown here on their earnings. That one looks like it's heading lower. Last list. Number 6. Just watching. Just regular stuff. If AI is going crazy for it, why isn't AMD ripping and gapping on that? Probably because it's gone roughly as far as they want to take it right now. Any signals here? No. This one's breaking down a little bit. Why am I even watching this one? Who cares? Let's get rid of it. Globe. Oh, box breakdown. Yuck. I always thought this one had a lot of potential, but maybe I'm wrong. Sideways. Slowly up. Mark Zuckerfuck. Slowly up there. He's making a fortune. This one I'm waiting for earnings. I own this one. Well, we'll see what happens. Or sideways. PLTR, everybody's favorite, must own, except there was no box structure. It just went, and now it's pulling back. This one has 2.2 billion shares outstanding. It's a big fat whale. It's hard to make money in big fat whales. Any signals? Oh, Rivian. See, another thesis, the electric market is just, I don't know. But this one belongs in list 5. SE. And we're just about done. No other signals, no boxes. So a potential trade in Apple being short. And otherwise, I didn't see a ton of bullish stuff. But I'm talking new buys here. If you're already long, you should just be sitting and waiting for signals. Just sit, don't look at it, look for signals. Currently, no real big signals out there. Nothing telling you to jam all your money into it. You should have done that months ago. But nothing telling you to take it all out either. But a couple opportunities maybe you might take up on, and we'll see what happens. All right, let's flip to the earnings. Here we go. Latest S&P 500 earnings as of February 22nd. That was 2 days ago. Oh, I got to update the interest rate right here. Whoops. But anyways, we closed at 5088.80. The index is 91% reported. So the numbers, near-term numbers, aren't going to change much. The difference between the prior observation and this one, estimates came down. What's going on? These two here I write in. So like I'll give them this a reasonable, let's take this down a little bit. 51. Oh, we'll make this 58.99. That's more in line with the rest of this. How about there? Yeah. But again, the estimates aren't shooting higher. So what is driving this market? Now, we've got an average growth here of 15%. So the forecast looks pretty good going forward. But the trouble is, the way this market is priced at 5,088.8 is we are looking at a trailing PE of 26. That's if we're buying today. What are we getting in 6 months? We're spending 26 times earnings, or call it forward PE 22.4. These are still pretty high numbers. Now, they're not insane numbers, but there's the handy guide. Anything above 25 is bubble territory. And I mentioned this last time. When we look at trailing PEs column, the only times trailing PEs have really taken off was in times of economic turmoil, like 2020, COVID-19, the market's getting crushed. And there you go. Yeah, you see trailing PEs do take off. But are we in turmoil right now? Are we in a market calamity right now? No, we're in a strong bull market. So we never had them at any other point. The last time we had PEs this high back in 2008, 2009. And that was definitely an economic calamity. And before that, it was the unwinding of the internet bubble. There were very few long trades during these years once the bubble popped. Look at this. In 1995, 96, 97, 98, we only hit it in 1998 during the Asian contagion here. And then we slammed higher, and then that was it. So there's something going on. I don't know where all this money's coming from, whether it's the Fed or something, but valuations are getting up there. So do we want to be 100% long, all the time? Well, it's okay right now. We don't have any signals saying not to be. But we need to keep an eye on this, because if this eventually gets crazy, turns into crazy town numbers, well, then, perhaps we'll take action. And it's why I'm talking about shorts a little bit here, because maybe we need to have some shorts on. But anyways, these are my random thoughts about valuations. Otherwise, keep your eyes open for signals, and otherwise have a good rest of your weekend. All right, thanks for joining me. Talk to you later. Bye.